Hello, this is Robyn Foss, and here is a quick video with a tip for my digital croppers on how to create shapes from photos and then from there make a border shape. So this is a picture I took of an architectural element down in Old St. Charles, and there's two ways that you could cut it out of the photo. I will show you the longer way, just briefly, and I'm not going to do it super tight because I want to get this video done quickly for you all. But you would zoom in, so maybe 200%, and then go to the cut ribbon, custom, cut out a straight path. It says it's going to flatten it, and that's okay. And then you would just put points along the edge of the shape. And again, you would do this much cleaner and tighter to finish this nicely if you wanted to use this as a shape. Okay, so you would just continue this process all the way around, putting points along the edge of the shape. Okay, when you're done putting all your points in, you can hit complete this figure, and then you can correct any points that you're not happy with, so you can get a better cut. But I will say that I'm going to show you another way to do it that is quicker, and for the purposes of what we're doing here, it doesn't make sense to take the time to do all of this. But once you get your cuts where you want it, if this is your preferred method, then you'd want to go over here and say keep this shaded, and then you're going to say cut. And then now you have this cutout. So that's one way. Now the other way, let's see, let me go out here to, this website is called remove.bg, and you can upload the photo, and I am going to email you this photo so you'll have this specific photo to play with for this technique. And it's done, and I'm happy with it. And so then I'm going to hit download. It's downloading this cutout. I go back to the software, get photos. I'm in the Photos tab, get photos from my computer. A window pops up. I'm going to go to downloads. There it is. This is the one I did yesterday. So open. Okay, and then right click, add to page. So you can see the resolution or the size of it, file size is smaller. But that's okay because we're just creating a shape. So our next step is we're going to go to Insert tab, Outliner. We create a shape. I'm going to zoom way in. You can see I did this yesterday too. There's a little blemish on the picture that it thinks is another part of the shape. So we're going to go to Shape, Edit Shape. I just hit right click to get this menu. And then we want to click in the center of that shape. Then we're going to go Remove Figure. Now we're good with our shape. Then we're going to save it to an art kit. So right click, Shape, Save As. And then you name it and pick your kit. So like in personal art kits, you can set one up in your content manager. And if you don't know how to do that, please reach out. But go to Robyn stuff or whatever your personal art kit set, and you select it, and then you name it, and you save it. And then you can go back later on, and let's go out to my personal art kit. Robyn stuff. I'm looking at shapes in my art kit, and I got the fleur-de-lis, create this shape, and now I have that as a shape I can create. So pretty darn cool. Well, let's go to the next thing that we're going to make, and it is a border or a row, kind of like a ribbon of these. I want a shape to cut out with, so I select the background. I'm going to go Insert Ribbon, Other Section, Outliner. That gives me a shape to cut. I'm just going to go ahead and remove the stroke. And then I'm going to go to the Cut Ribbon, Straight, Shaped Edge. So again, cut, straight, shaped edge. It's going to flatten my shape. That's okay. Up here, it will not show the shape that you just created, so you'll have to browse. You click on the shape that it'll show. Most likely it's a square. Then browse to your personal art kit that you have saved it to. And then you click on the shape that you created. And then once you have your shape selected, go ahead and place your cut on the shape that you created to cut. So you see here, you can play around with the size of the fleur-de-lis. I usually like to play around with it so that the little edges kind of pop on the edge of the page so my whole shape fits in. You can play around with spacing, but I typically want them touching when I'm doing this technique. And then aspect ratio, you can kind of make them wider or less wide, so you can kind of play around with that till you're happy. And then I usually say keep both areas, and I don't have to worry about figuring out which one is the one that I want. And then we'll do cut. All right, so then we have our cutout. So next, you could keep this as, an embellishment to work on with in the page, but I want to create a ribbon of these. So I'm going to go to cut, straight edge, and then we're going to go -90 and slide up the cutter until it's above that bottom piece. So you just have the shape, and we're going to keep the unshaded area, that's correct, and cut. So now you have your ribbon. One last step. Go to Insert Ribbon, Outliner, and now you have a shape. And you can save that just like you did the other one. So Shape, Save As, browse to there, and you can call it whatever you want to call it, and it'll be available for you to add to a page later on, like I have mine here. All right, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.